iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, let's go through a little news and notes, and then we'll go through a little waiver wire, how much everybody costs, and then we'll do a little Thursday night matchup. So let's get this started. Leonard Fournette still not practicing. I don't think we're going to see him. The team is going to bye week 9. I think week 10 makes the most sense to me. That's what I think is going to happen. Ryan Tannehill looks like he is going to miss this week. The Brockness monster gets in there. I'm telling you, maybe we should be playing the Lions defense this week. Brock was good last week, but really, can it be that good 2 weeks in a row? I'm just not so sure about that. Joey Bosa looks like he's going to be back in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so that's a good thing. About week 9 after their bye. Mohamed Sanu and Calvin Ridley look like they're on target to play this week. That is interesting. I don't love them against the Giants. I like them against the Giants. I think I like Ridley more than Sanu. I don't know if the Giants can handle the speed. Good news on the Dalvin Cook front. Dalvin Cook actually got into practice this week. Can you imagine that? Gets in a full practice on Wednesday. So I would think that he's expected to play. I don't know how I feel about him this week. I'll say it this way. If I have a better option, I'll play it. But if Cook is ready to play, then you got to play Dalvin Cook. He's a superstar. I mean, he just is a superstar. So I'm very hesitant. If I start hearing snap count or holding him back, then I won't play. If I don't hear those words, then I will play him. All right, so let's take a look at last night's waiver wire bidding results. There were some little crazy things here going on. So let me do my World Championship drafts first, as always. Raheem Mostert, $143. The next highest bid was $143. Good for them. Jermaine Kearse, $138. Somebody else bid $133, so that was a good bid. Ricky Seals-Jones, $65. Rashad Penny was dropped in a lot of leagues because of the emergence of Mike Davis. That was a good buy. Michael Gallup, $37. People have been talking about him having an opportunity to be decent. I think that's a pretty good pickup there. So keep your eyes on Michael Gallup moving forward. I think people think that he's going to have a good second half. All right, Vance McDonald in another league went for $179. Jermaine Kearse, $167. Cole Beasley, $144. Paul Richardson, $128. Raheem Mostert, $112. Dougie Martin, $109. The Cards defense, $47. That team paid a lot of money for a defense. I don't want to pay $47 for a defense. I just don't want to do it. All right, let me get to another league here. Jermaine Kearse, $170. Raheem Mostert, $186. Mitch Trubisky, $135. A little expensive, but hey, he's been playing pretty well. Next highest bid was $28. Cole Beasley, $127 on that one. Terrell Pryor, $33. That was a good bid. Terrell Pryor was a good bid at that amount, especially because Quincy Enunwa is hurt. All right, let me give you another league here. Corey Clement, $731. Why did he go for so much? That's actually not a bad bid at all. The next highest bid was $527. So, look, how many better running backs are you going to get this time of year than Corey Clement? You're not. So $731 seems very aggressive. It does. But you know what? This could be the player that this guy needs to win. Kearse goes for $241. Raheem Mostert goes for $157. Doug Martin goes for $101. Joe Flacco went for $79. I think that was a really good buy there. I'll give you one more team in a main event league, and then I want to talk about what I did. Ito Smith here, $386. Jermaine Kearse, $357. Mostert, $188. Once again, I love that bid for Ito Smith. The next guy was $355, so the guy won it by a few bucks. But how many better players are you going to get at this point than Ito Smith? He's a legitimate play. Now, I like Ito Smith more more than I like Jermaine Kearse, and for many reasons. Jermaine Kearse is only good for like 3 weeks or so, right? Until Anunwa comes back. So you're renting a player where Ito Smith might be good for the rest of the year. So I was in one league here, and Marquise Goodwin was available. And if I remember correctly, I think I had like maybe $700 or so left, maybe $750. I bid $505 on Marquise Goodwin. I went all in. The next highest bid was $451. So good for me for making an aggressive bid, right? I asked myself the same question I just asked before. Am I going to find a better receiver all year than Marquise Goodwin? No. Let's just argue. Let's just argue that Doug Baldwin pulls a hamstring. David Moore is a good player, right? We could agree that we like David Moore. Would I want to bid $400 on David Moore? Or would I want to bid $500 on Marquise Goodwin? I want to bid $500 on Marquise Goodwin because I trust him more. It's not that I don't like David Moore. I do. It's just that I trust Marquise Goodwin more, so he's worth $505. In this same league, Chris Hogan went for $343 for the same reason. You drop a player like that, it's worth it. Now, the interesting thing was the next highest bid, they said was $0. I don't believe that's true because I know I was a high bid at $105 in that league, right, to get him as a second bid. So this guy's going to look at it and go, oh, I spent $343 for no reason. No, he spent it on the right reason, right? You went out and you got yourself a good player. Chris Hogan was a 5th-round pick before this year started. Have to do that. Have to be aggressive. All right, let's do this last one here. The Invitational. Moser went for $201. CJ Uzoma went for $191. Jermaine Kearse went for $145. Chad Schroeder got him, and then Ty went for $145. So look, when you see a guy like Chad go after Jermaine Kearse, you know you're onto the right thing. Now what Chad did that was very clever, he also got Terrell Pryor. So he basically has the Jets passing game. Smart play, right? That's great. Players are great for a reason, guys. There's always a reason, right? It's true. All right, so let's take a look at tonight's game for Arizona. Who am I going to start? I'm only going to start one guy with confidence, David Johnson. I'm starting him with absolute confidence. The Broncos' run defense has been horrific. They let up 2 200-yard rushers. I'm all in on David Johnson, as if for everybody else. I can make an argument for Ricky Seals-Jones. I don't love it, but I can make an argument because Denver's bad against a tight end. But when the last time I thought that the 49ers were bad against a tight end, Ricky Seals-Jones put up a goose egg. I can make an argument for Fitzgerald. I don't love it, though. And I'll say it this way. I think a good wide receiver needs to score me 15 to 20 points a week. I don't know whether Larry Fitzgerald gets me 20 points a week. I just don't believe it. So if I don't believe it, I can't start him. Christian Kirk, I think, can make a big play. I don't love him either. He's not my favorite start. I'm not against it, but I'd rather not do it. For Denver, I am not starting Case Keenum. I will not start Jeff Heuerman. I will not start Royce Freeman. I would consider starting Phillip Lindsay because Arizona does give up catches to the running backs. I don't want to start Cortland Sutton. He doesn't get enough targets. I don't love Demaryius Thomas because I think he's going to see Patrick Peterson tonight. I do always like Emmanuel Sanders, but I want to temper my expectations with him because I think he is more in the range of like 14 to 17 points than 20 to 25 points. I think this is going to be a crappy game tonight. I think this is going to be one of those games you're like, really? Oh my God, this is terrible. You know, this is not, we've seen some really good football games recently. I don't think this is going to be one of them. I just don't think this is going to be one of them. Okay? All right, so let me walk you through what's going to happen over the next couple of days. On Friday, you know that I do my visionary article. Friday night, Adam Ronis and I are on the Fantasy Sports Radio Network from 7 to 8 p.m. And then Willie Walls and I do a YouTube video where we give you the plays that you need to win in DFS. Okay, so that's on the horizon. Also, I want you to go to scoutdfs.com. We are offering a free 7-day NBA DFS trial. You want to take your shot at the NBA DFS? Go do it. Use our optimizer. I used the optimizer last night. It gave some very good plays. I always love our optimizer. It does a sensational job, which, you know, look, there's a lot of people out there competing to make money. You need to get an advantage, and using our optimizer is a spectacular way to do that. So go to scoutdfs.com. That's scoutdfs.com. And go get our free 7-day NBA DFS trial. And I hope you stick around with us. Also, scoutfantasysports.com. That's where you find me, Adam Ronis, Sean Childs, articles, podcasts, videos, rankings, whatever you need to win your fantasy football league. But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Back with more. This is Dr. Roto saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!